Okay, guys, welcome again. So we're going to do an intense compensation plan training again. You know, when I started with Zinzino and I looked at the compensation plan, at first sight, it did appear pretty complex to me. And I thought, okay, there's a lot of bells and whistles, and there's a few things I haven't seen in that kind of way before. But over the weeks and months, I must say it became probably the most balanced and the most unique and the most appropriate compensation plan when it comes to the question, how would a network marketing company look like in the future? Because today we have a very broad field to accommodate. You know, we have a lot of people, and that's what the origin of Zinzino is. We have to accommodate the medical profession. They work with a lot of clients, but they don't necessarily build huge networks. We have to accommodate the part-time, and the part-timer has to make money fast, being part-time, not having to understand everything before he gets started and makes money. Then we have the part-timer who is on the edge of being full-time, somebody making, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 a month probably, and they are thinking of, okay, if this sustains, I can even become a full-timer, and it needs to stabilize its business. And then, of course, we have the top earners who are talking about a multi-six-figure monthly income, and the compensation plan has to accommodate that as well. It is very clear. It is very clear that no compensation plan that we've been seeing in the past can accommodate all these things at the same time really well. Some compensation plans are driven for top earners. Some compensation plans are not at all for top earners, but they are for the part-time magic. Some compensation plans fuel too much customer building and not enough partner recruiting. And they all have their imbalances. And I must say, once you embrace the Zinzino compensation plan in its complexity, which to my mind is again, once you master that complexity, it comes back to a simplicity which is kind of genius. And you guys as top leaders, you're going to see that pretty quickly. It might take a few weeks, but you will see it. And the moment you see it and see how it seamlessly works with the cockpit, that's amazing. The next thing is what I'm telling people when I talk about this is, if you go into your garage now and you would open the hood of your car, and let's say you have a pretty contemporary modern car, yeah, like a BMW, or let's say even a Tesla, which we don't understand the engine at all, and you would have to open the hood and explain the engine. That doesn't work so well anymore. In most of the cars, you can't even open the hood anymore. 30 years ago, we could explain cars. You know, somebody who was a little bit talented on how an engine works could exactly see what is where in the hood, under the hood, but not anymore. And that's not necessary, because you do not need to understand the engine when you know that you can rely on the car. But what you need to understand, you need to be able to read your cockpit. You know, you need to read your cockpit and all the support systems you're getting in order to drive efficiently, securely, or sometimes even super fast. Yeah, you got to be safe. And that's a little bit like with the compensation plans today. We do not explain the engine anymore. What we explain is the cockpit. And I'm going to, my presentation isn't a pure compensation plan presentation. It is a presentation where I will switch slides between the compensation plan and the cockpit in the back office. You will see a lot of back office examples. And once you have your login data, and you will be able to log into your cockpit, so you can get acquainted with how powerful it is. It is massive. It is real time, and it shows everything in the same second, even how your check goes up. So we have a real-time payment display that shows exactly when you unlock what bonus, and the number jumps up. And this is very exciting to watch. And once you have a big organization and you have some amazing campaigns going, month's end is like sitting in a movie with the popcorn in your arm, and you watch the numbers jump, and you watch the check jump, and you watch the people come in. Then it's all happening in real time. So Zinzino is all about the back office cockpit, and it shows you exactly what steps to do, because it has these donut visuals. Okay. So let's get that started. And here's one more advice for you guys. This will be very helpful. Do not translate what you have learned from the companies you've been with in the past. Do not try to translate this knowledge, and it's in-depth knowledge. And like me, I was reading a lot of compensation plans. I was designing compensation plans. Even I built my own compensation plan. But you understand this best if you do not try to translate what you've seen before into what you see now. Just be totally open with a fresh mind. Do not try to translate. Just focus on what we are talking about, and it will be the easiest to follow. Okay? So, very simple compensation plan. We make money on customers. We make money on building our teams. There's 10 ways to earn money. There's a cash bonus, fast start bonus, team commission, 10 altogether. Not gonna mention them in detail here because we are gonna go into each of them during that presentation. Now, before we go into this, here's a few things we really need to learn what they are. That is terminology, and we need to understand that terminology. When we talk about the Zinzino compensation plan, we talk about credits at first. And credits come with all products and product kits, and they determine the qualification and the rank and the payout. That is kind of a QV number. Yeah, that's the credits. And the ratio from credit to US dollar is approximately 1 to 4. So 1 credit equals 4 US dollars. A business that does 25,000 credits a month is a $100,000 turnover business. Okay, that's the ratio. So the next thing we have to understand, which is different from credits, is customer points. Customer points, we have 2 different ones. We have personal customer points and we have team customer points. Personal customer points are coming from orders that are directly tied to your own personal ID number. So it's your personal enrolled customers, plus the customers that enter the customer affiliate program, because we have a system where customer can enroll other customers. So we will have in Zinzino multi-level customer structures, but that multi-level customer structures still counts as your personal customers and to your own personal customer point value. Okay? And then we have the team customer points. The team customer points are the total of the customer points of your entire organization. So all the customers from all your downline partners are totaling into team customer points. And there is some bonuses where the team customer number is a qualification requirement to unlock some of the bonuses, for example, the title bonus, which you're going to see later. That's why we have to understand what customer points are, personal customer points and team customer points. So the next thing what we have to learn about is ECB, RCB, and set for free. ECB means enrollment credit bonus. And these 2, ECB and RCB, they are credit multipliers. Since the credits determine accumulated your rank, they determine your payout, a credit multiplicator can increase that. For example, ECB, which you qualify yourself at a very early stage in your career, because what it means is ECB doubles all new enrolled credits. So for example, if you sponsor somebody with a starter kit, or if somebody signs up a new customer, every first order, whether it's a partner order or a customer order, will be doubled once you are ECB qualified. So enrollment gets rewarded. So when it comes to RCB, this doubles the residual credits. So that's all credits that are not first order. That's repeating orders, that's auto ship orders, that's second purchases, whatever it is. And what you can easily see that when you combine ECB and RCB, it just means that all orders all volume is just doubled as credit volume. And this takes you twice as fast to the position, and it takes you twice as fast to the payouts, takes you twice as fast to any kind of bonus qualification. So ECB and RCB qualification is pretty important. We have some months in the year, approximately 4 to 5 months in a year, where we even have an ECBX campaign. ECBX campaign means that ECB doubles even. So it's not that ECB doubles your credits, ECBX triples your credits. And that September, we had such a month. So you can imagine when such a month occurs, everybody is recruiting like crazy, because recruiting enrollment is going to be rewarded ×3, and you can make more money, you can make more ranks, and especially before a world convention, this is very sexy, and that boosts a lot of power into the business. We are having that right now. We are riding another record month in Zinzino, and what I like about that is whenever Zinzino puts up a campaign, it drives the same behavior at the same time in the same months with the same people. And that means there's synchronization in efforts, and synchronization in efforts always gives a peak. It's a little bit like in physics, you know, if you have radio waves, if they overlap and they sync, they double. If they do not overlap, they erase each other. And this is exactly the same what Orion is doing with the campaigns inside Zinzino. Every month we have certain campaigns, they drive a certain behavior, and people follow those campaigns and have the same behavior, and things multiply. It's very genius what they do here. You haven't seen that yet properly, but I'm telling you at this point. The last one is Zinzino for free. This works for customers and for partners. If you have 4 customers, you will have your own product for free. Okay? I'm going to cover that a little later again. So credits, customer points, ECB, RCB, and set for free. That's what we have to get acquainted with. Once you understand what they do, you understand the comp plan pretty easy. Okay. So we have a dual compensation plan. We have a customer career plan, which functions a little bit like an affiliate program. And then we have the partner career plan. Let's start with the customer career plan at first. It's a career by building customers. That's probably not what we resonate so well with, but if you come with medical professionals, people who have a lot of patients, this is a very sexy plan, because they can really make, doctors can really make a lot of money here with that one. And they are also able, without building a downline, to qualify for the elite trips, and they become part of the culture. So that's very well done. Let me explain to you in detail how that works. What we have here is the personal customer points, the customer points. Whenever you subscribe a customer who puts one product on subscription, he receives a customer point. If somebody puts 3 products on subscription, you will receive 3 customer points. If somebody puts 5 products on subscription, you get 5 customer points. So no matter how many products somebody puts on subscription, and the product on subscription is called a kit because it comes residual, okay, every month, then you get a customer point ongoing. Up to 4 customer points, 10% rebate, 10 customer points, 10% rebate, 25 customer points, 20% rebate. It's a cash bonus. And in Zinzino, we don't have a wholesale price and a retail price. That doesn't exist. What we have in Zinzino, we have a premier price and a standard price. And the customers and the partners are paying exactly the same price for the product. And this is one of the most genius things I have seen, because there's a big system error in network marketing. And the very common error in network marketing is the approach, hey, sign up as a partner and you get the product cheaper. That's what many network marketers do. They sign people up because they get the products cheaper. But that's a problem, because the problem is that you're leaving money on the street, and this is the retail margin. Nobody's going to make that margin. The company doesn't get it, The person doesn't get it itself as a rebate probably, but the partner never gets it paid. We don't have that in Zinzino. We pay these 10 to 30%, we pay it on both, either on the premier price or on the retail price. And the same price counts for the partner and the customer. So what it means is, if you don't have that and you have that problem that people join because they want the product cheaper, you're building a customer club, you're building a customer organization, and then you wonder why nobody's really going to work. They are not your downline who want to build something. They are your downline because they want the products cheaper. And you can't get them in action. So it's the most stupid thing to do, to approach people, say, hey, join me as a partner, you get the products for free. And Zinzino has eliminated that. Zinzino has eliminated that problem. And then you have so-called customer ranks. They are called Q team, X team, A team, Pro team, top team, and top team 200, 300, 400. So correct. The moment you have your first 4 customer points, you are a Q team. You get another Q team bonus, but I'm going to show that you in the Fast Start program. Yeah. You will be X team. X is like iPhone X 10, you know, iPhone 10, iPhone X. X team, 10 customer points. A team, 25 customer points. So we have a refund program in our company. That means if you start with an Ultimate, you get a full refund of the price that you paid after 1 year, as long as you are an A team with 25 customer points, and you only have to have that in month 12. So you have 12 months time to build your 25 customer points in order to get the full refund of your initial product that you purchased. So your starter kit is basically, in hindsight, for free, which is really cool. You just put a deposit up, you leave it there for a year, go to work, get the money back after 1 year, as much as you paid. It's really cool. So that's what that gives people a different attitude when it comes to their starter pack, because they don't see it as an investment. They see it getting it for free, and they are much more willing to share, to work with it, to give it away, to do things, to advertise, using it as marketing and building material. Very smartly done. And there's, of course, certain benefits like 100 a month, 200 a month, 400 a month, 1,000 a month. And once you hit 100 customer points, you get a $10,000 one-time bonus. It's paid in installments, but it is 10,000 in cash if you do 100 personal customer points. That is pretty cool. We have top team 200, 300, 400, 500 in our organization. For every subscribed product, for every 4 subscribed product, they get 1 product for free. So if somebody has 200 customer points, mathematically, every month they get 50 products for free. Now, let's say this is a doctor, and he gets 50 of his balance oils for free every month. How much is he making on that product when he gives it to a new client? That's the margin. Now we're talking margin. You know how high it is? 100%. Yeah. Show me a network marketing business where you can earn free product, which you can give to clients, and it adds up to 100% margin. So when people ask me how high is the margin on the product, I say it can be as high as 100%. Because if you do it right, you get your product supply for free repeatedly, months after months after months after months. And you can choose which product you want. It's pretty cool. So, cash bonus, customer rank, monthly payment, one-time awards. Okay? You'll see it in the presentation. Let's move on. One more thing, but probably important. These 3 positions, this is the Q team, the X team, and the A team, are relevant for the partner career plan, which we're going to go into in a minute. Okay? Yep. Because becoming a Q team activates the title bonuses up to gold position. Becoming an X team activates the title bonus up to diamond. And becoming A team activates the RCB, which in your case is given, but that's how you usually have to qualify for RCB. You are not RCB qualified unless you have the 25 customer points. And you get the product refund for your starter pack and all higher title bonuses. So these 3 are important. So that means that even a professional network marketer should always aim to get up to the 25 customer point over time. I'm going to give you a strategy on how we drive that practically in a second.
Okay.
We have a customer rewards program. So what happens is you can get products for free, but what you do is you pay shipping. But everything that you pay for shipping, you get paid back in so-called Zinzino cash, and you can redeem Zinzino cash in products again. So it's also a one-to-one exchange, which is very smart by the company, because for the company, it's a cost of good thing, but for us, it's full cash and full value. Once you become, after 6 months of subscription, the company rewards you with 10% in Zinzino cash on your product subscription. So you kind of get a 10% rebate that you can redeem in products. It's also all written in the compensation plan manual. For the customers, if a customer of yours refers 4 customers, he starts to get his product for free as well. So you can even show your customers on how to get free product without having them signed up as a partner in the Zinzino system. This is pretty cool. Also, when we register, you're going to see that when you enroll, we don't have a distributor application anymore. That's old school. If you enroll with Zinzino, whether as a partner or as a customer, it works the same way like in Amazon, for example. You put your stuff in your shopping basket, and then you click checkout. And the moment you check out, you leave your data, and then you're registered. It happens on purchase for the customer and for the partner, which is pretty cool because that's e-commerce. That's the future. So let's talk about the serious one, and this is the partner career plan. This is the plan for building the teams. This is the big shot. This is the serious stuff, okay? Let's discuss that clearly here. What you can see, the light blue titles, bronze, silver, gold, executive, platinum, diamond, director, and then the 3 crown ranks, crown, royal crown, and black crown. The 3 light blue ones you can get to with only 2 legs in your sponsor tree. Okay? So if you only have 2 legs, left side and right side, this takes you up to black crown, which gets you to a 20,000 to 25,000 check a month, but with only 2 legs. Okay? Now, when you take the next 3, the darker blue ones, it's ambassador, royal ambassador, and black ambassador. That is when you start a 3rd leg on one of your inside legs, but since you work against banking, it works pretty fast. And then you can get to these ranks, and that can take you, black ambassador can take you to even, in my case, I'm a black ambassador, my highest check was over 80,000 a month. So it can be much more than 32,000. And I drive it with 3 legs. I'm still lacking my 4th leg on volume high enough to make president. I do have elite president volume every month, which is more than 500,000 credits in balance, but I don't have the leg balance yet. That's why I'm 2 ranks below my actual volume. Probably 3, because we might hit global president volume even, which is 1 million credits a month, which equals 4 million credits, $4 million a month, which is a pretty significant business after 2.5 years. So we were a very fast growing team, and I think you guys can do it even faster than we did it. So that's pretty powerful here. The dark blue ones, president, elite president, and global president, require 4 legs. And then 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and the compensation plan never finishes. It goes to whatever star you build. That means every new star, you start 1 leg under a given new income center, wherever you place that. That is going to give you the star ranks over time. And the volume of that leg is a black crown leg. So whenever you build a new black crown leg, it gives you a president star on top. So this plan has no expiry date. You can build as long as you want, as many years as you want. Okay? So let's go into the details. The number of downline teams, light blue, how many legs you need to build. 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs, and more when it becomes purple. The title bonuses, that is a one-time bonus based on your title achievement which is paid in monthly installments between 10 months and 24 months, depending on which one it is. And it pays a total of 303,150 euros. Okay? 300,000, that's about 340,000 US dollars you can cash in one-time bonuses just by moving up the rank. Very generous one, very nice, and it starts pretty early. The volume bonus, that's the percents in the middle. It starts from the position of director with 1% and moves up to 4% in the highest ranks. This is an override over the credits of your entire organization, but it's not paid only once, it's paid for every income center separately. So if you have 3 income centers, the top rank makes money on the entire volume, and the other 2 are making money override again on the same volume on the left side and on the right side. So if you position your income centers intelligently, you can double or triple up your volume bonus, which becomes a very nice infinity bonus over time. When you are a top leader, that's the bonus that makes you the most money. So as a leader today, if you know you have good people, start driving 2 legs. But if you have an independent leader coming in, you put him against your power leg. You build your own power legs in Zinzino, a left one and a right one, because these legs are your pipeline, okay? And while you just build these 2 legs, your spot number 2 and your spot number 3 accumulates banking exactly the amount that is done in volume. And it's accumulated and never flushed. It just stops collecting at 1 million credits per income center. That's where it stops. After 1 million credits, it gets flushed, okay? But 1 million is $4 million. That's a lot of volume, okay? So you got 1 million on the left and 1 million on the right. And now you build your 3rd leg in there and your 4th leg in there, and suddenly it triggers away from that 1 million credits, which gives you an endless amount of extra cash, not only in volume bonus, but also in weekly team bonuses. So that's going to shoot your check through the roof. It means if you build a solid business that pays you a 25K a month with 2 legs, and then you build a strong leg against that accumulated volume that you have collected over time, instantly that check's going to double. You will go from 25 to 50. And if you do it on the other side, you go from 50 up to 75 to 100 very quickly, very quickly. And that is very encouraging for top leaders, because they know exactly when they see their volume sitting there every single day, they see the banking, it just jumps right in your face, that banking, right? And you say, well, you know what? It's my money. It's banked. For me, personally, it's not going to go away. I'm going to pick it up whenever I want. And that encourages you to continue. And the good thing is, you can place as many income centers in your downline as you want. It's not just 1, 2, and 3. The moment you enroll a new top leader, you put an income center, number 4, above him. And then you work with that top leader and you just let that income center sleep there. What happens? It collects volume again. So when people coming from a binary talking about power legs, I usually laugh. I say, listen, you know what? I have around 20 million credits now in accumulated banking. 20 million, that's 80 million euros I have in accumulated banking. Do you have a power leg that's as strong as this? I can always work against these 80 million for the rest of my life, and I'm not going to pick it up. You understand that? And I generated it myself. So that's how you get a top leader from hoping for spillover, which is a joke against what you can do with the banking for yourself. When it starts automatically. You know, the leg you're going to see now, the moment your positions are there, the volume that comes every day is generate banking for you. Banking. And it grows and grows and grows and grows. And then you can build against it there. You can build against it there. You can build against it there. Before you put something in, you put another income center above. It is limitless. It is limitless. And that's why this plan can pay so well when you are a good builder. It's unbelievable. I promise you, we are going to talk strategy and how to drive this thing and not just how it works.
Agree.
That's for me, it's important that you understand to apply the right behavior when you recruit people, where to recruit people, where to position them, when to position an income center on top of that. We can make that all happen. And that's what I figured out also for my people. It's amazing. Yeah. And I'm going to share this with you every single day. Good. Then what we have, a monthly payment comes every month, 200 euros phone bonus, 1,000 euro car bonus. It's just there. The moment you hit diamond, you get that 1,000 euro car bonus just on top. It pops up whenever you have the diamond qualification sometime in the month. It pops up right there. I'm going to show you a back office live in a second. So then we can go to rank and credit requirement. So here you can see the rank names like Diamond and Crown and Ambassador and President. And this number is credits in balance, okay? So for example, if you take the Diamond, that's 12,000 credits in balance. That means 4,000 can come from one leg and 8,000 from the other, or 6 and 6, or anything in between, okay? Director 24, Crown 48, Royal Crown 80, 130 Black Crown, and then it moves up, 300,000 President, 500,000 Elite, 1 million Global President. At this point, except Orion, we do not have any Global Presidents worldwide in the company. We have 2 Elites, and we have around, I would say, 10 or 11 Presidents. And then here, estimated average monthly, very conservative average number. You know, that is actually what is made. That is an average number which is pretty low because it also counts people who are having more a residual business and not so much a new building business. So when you are in the building phase and you add volume to your business, your check of course is much higher than if you would sit on that position for years, months and years, and just make it from residual business. So people who are building and who get a lot of new enrollment volume in their business with the same rank are making a much higher check than those who just sit it out. Makes sense. And then we have the team commissions, 10 to 15%, the cap bonus, customer acquisition bonus, which is paid weekly based on credits in balance. I am going to show that to you in the back office, not here on that graph. And then we have the incentives, awards, and councils. We have the director trip from the director position. We have the leader council from the position of Black Crown. We have the ambassador trips, which we just had in beautiful Spain. We had the president council. And of course, then we have the stock option plan or the stock plan towards financial freedom. I'm going to share this with you as well. The next slide shows, and that's part of that purple magazine that you probably have seen as a PDF already. The next slide shows exactly on how the different team commissions, volume bonuses, customer acquisition bonuses, and title bonuses are paid out. I'm not going to go into these tables because you can look these up. Tables are based a little bit like gamification. It's like being in a video game where you unlock new levels. And the moment you unlock something with a certain achievement, then this bonus just kicks in or increases. And when you start seeing how the back office functions, if you look at these donuts, when this is a back office screenshot, then this is, for example, a screenshot of a monthly commission. What you can see here, you can see the donut. It's green on both sides because the president volume is already there. But you can see the current title is only Black Ambassador. This has been my highest month so far. Monthly credit volume, 900,000, 79,992. Close to 1 million credits, which is global president volume. My customer points, personal customer points were 25 customer point, 127. I'm ECB qualified. On the left side, there were 326,000 credits. On the right side, 341,000 credits. And here, I still had 1 million banking sitting there. You see the 1 million banking? Right? Yep. So my right leg gives me a volume of 1.341 million credits to pick up with the weaker credits left. That is 326,000 times 3 gave me 79,000 credits, okay? Because the banking was there. If there was no banking, my total volume would have been 660,000, okay? Which is still nice. So the monthly payout on that was, with one-time bonus and stuff, 8,300 pay points, just on the monthly commissions, okay? The weekly commissions, I got the phone bonus, the car bonus, some customer enrollment bonus, and some one-time title bonuses, okay? That's how that comes together. Now the according weekly commissions, this looked like that. Now the weekly commissions were at 27,380 weekly commission, okay? So my team commission from my income center added up to 4,200. The mentor matching bonus 540, which is a little low because I'm not good at enrollment legs at this point. The cap bonus is 3,000. The volume bonus was very high, yeah, 19,549. Enrollment incentive program 50. So here again, you see the weekly thing going. On the left, the weekly credits were 124,000. On the right, only 67,000 credits weekly. So what happened was I had $1 million in banking. But of course, since the left side was so strong that week, that's why the check came up. That was when Danny started to enroll the Xelis team. You know, whenever a new team comes, your check just skyrockets, okay? The banking went down from 1 million to 882,000. Still, it's a total of 949,000 that counts here. 124 I could pick up times 3. So still banking next week another 700,000. The same happens also here in the middle. You see how a weekly bonus check can look like. You see your team commissions, mentor bonus, customer acquisition bonus, cash bonus, volume bonus, enrollment incentive program, and so forth. All bonuses are lined up. They unlock the second you qualify for it in the middle of the month. It's not just at the end of the month or when a bonus run is done. It goes real time. Everything is real time. So people are excited to see their numbers pop up every second. Every second your check changes in the system. It's wonderful to watch. You just go refresh, 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 refresh your browser, and you see your money coming in. It's wonderful. The same counts here for donuts when it comes to incentive qualifications and for position qualifications. It's like a back office cockpit. And in our team, in the first 26 months with Zinzino, we were really able to get a lot of traction in our business. I'm going to show you the real numbers in a second in my back office live. But in about 2 years, we were able to break a lot of ranks inside Zinzino. Yeah, that was very, very strong. I'm very proud of the team. We have a lot of 5-figure monthly earners. We have a lot of 4-figure monthly earners. So people are making money in Zinzino. You can really create a miracle within only 2 years with this company. And if you look at 33,234 customers, it's approximately 10,000 free products the company is sending to our partners and customers every month. 10,000 free products we are getting as an organization on top of that. That's fantastic. Let's quickly do the Fast Start program. That's the first 120 days because this is the bottom-up duplication model. The first thing what you do is you join and select your partner kit. Of course, we refer the ultimate partner kit because the math works best and it is a full refund thing. We have that refund campaign, makes total sense. Done deal. Select your set for free monthly auto order. The moment you have your 4 customer points, this thing is for free. That's what it's called, set for free. But you do it when you enroll, you do it with checkout. You collect, you click that you want it for next month. Next month you got your 4 customer points. The thing will always be for free. You never pay for it. Okay, that's why you get your 4 customer points. What we usually do here in Europe is we don't have an auto ship requirement in Zinzino. So as a partner, we don't have to buy anything, except we have to have our set for free ongoing. Okay, but it's free. Now, what we usually do is the products that we use for ourselves on a monthly subscription base, that's we sign ourselves up under our partner position as a customer position. We're allowed to do that. So I can be Sven Goebel, the customer of Sven Goebel, the partner. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
And then I do all my subscriptions, which I want for me and my family. I put them on that customer account, and that automatically triggers customer points for me, fully count, and it gives me money, and it helps me to get closer to my refund. And it even pays me a refund bonus. Okay?
Yep.
So let me show the system that we duplicate. We call it 2+4. Very simple. You enroll with your starter pack. You subscribe to your Zinzino for free. It's the first step of the Fast Start program. Then you do your 4 customer points, probably by yourself. You have 1 month's time for that. And the moment you have your 4 customer points done, the company pays you €100 Q team bonus because you are Q team, plus you get 10% cash bonus on these customer points. That's the first income. Would actually pay even for the first months of these 4 customer points. That's your first Fast Start bonus, 30-day. Step 2, 60 days. The 60-day task in the Fast Start is enroll 2. You enroll 1 on the left side, you enroll 1 on the right side. You show them exactly the same what you did. They buy an Ultimate, and they also do their 4 customer points. And the moment this happens, they're going to pay you €400 Fast Start bonus. They don't pay you 200 and 200. So if you enroll 1, you don't get 200. You get 400 when you enroll the second one. That's important to note. Okay,
Yes.
big difference. So because they want you to enroll 1 in the left leg, 1 in the right leg, that's your enrollment bonus. So in total, you've made $500 now. You have a 60 days time for that to get these 400 Fast Start bonus. We don't do it in 60 days, we do it in 6 days. And we don't do 30 days for the 4 customer points. We do 30 minutes for the 4 customer points because we enroll them ourselves. Very simple. Okay. So the step number 3, the 90-day period, is help your 2 enroll 2. So you build second level. You help A to enroll 2 people. You help B to enroll 2 people. So you have a total of 6 people enrolled. And this gives you another €1,200 Fast Start bonus, which now in total gives you €1,700 by just enrolling 6 people. That is good money for a starter, good money for a part-time person.
Yep.
And the 4th one is getting to X team. You upgrade your 4 customer points to 10 customer points by putting some customers in that is needed for the higher ranks when the grace period of 120 days is over. And that gives you another €150 X team bonus. So your Fast Start bonuses have added up to €1,850. Together with the commissions and all the other bonuses you have triggered, like team commissions and stuff, this will give you €2,500 in total. So I think it is a very sexy Fast Start Pro, and you can do that much faster and much easier. It's a very sexy Fast Start program. If you enroll 2 and you help 2 enroll 2, you get €2,500. I think this is a pretty sexy program.
Yes.
That's the 120-day Fast Start program. And I'm going to show this to you in the back office with the donuts because this is totally duplicatable. That's actually we call it the key card for duplication, because everything you need to know as a new partner, you find on this card. You see the card?
Yep.
If you understand this card, you understand the business. That's what it comes down to if you simplify it again. And when you go into your back office, you can see the donuts. Just follow the donuts. That's the Fast Start program. The first donut shows you exactly your order, the set for free and the 4 customer points, Q team, done. The second donut shows you the enroll 2. The third donut and shows you help 2 enroll 2, and the 4th donut does the 10 customer points. And you can see exactly on red and green where you stand. Super easy to follow. And they also display the deadlines. Okay? What you also have on top of that, for the sponsor, you have an enrollment incentive program. So that is what happens when you generate customer points. For 4 customer points within the Fast Start program, you get 100. For 10, you get 150, and for 25, you get RCB and you get your starter pack refunded. The sponsor also receives money for that. Yeah. If you enroll somebody and you guide him through that, for when he makes 4 customer points, you get 100 euro in the enrollment program. If he makes 10, you get another 100 euro in the enrollment program. And if he does 25, you get another 100 enrollment program. By just guiding people through the enrollment process and through the fast start, you are going to make 300 euros on top of it, next to all the bonuses and commissions coming from the different bonus programs. Okay. So that is also a pretty important thing to consider, because you can actually add the 300 and 2,500. That is what the enrollment program looks like in the back office. I'm going to jump very quickly over this because you will see it in a second in the back office. And once you guys are enrolled, we are going to do another Zoom, and this is called the back office training. And I show you everything important to click on.
Okay.
So the details are in this compensation plan brochure. We've seen the career path. Let's talk about the builder phase now. The builder phase is the phase where we go through the crown ranks, okay? So what we have now accomplished, we have our first income center on the right, that's you. We have a left side with volume, we have a right side with volume. And as you can see here, the donut shows you exactly what's missing. Your title is executive, you have 4,950 balance credits. You have on the left side, you have 2,000 credits, on the right side, 2,700 credits, adds up to 4,950. You became an executive. And the donut already shows you what you are missing until month's end for platinum, which is in that case 1,050, and you would be a platinum. So that donut jumps in your face every single second of the day. Because the moment you reach the rank, it shows you right away what you got to do for the next rank. And this is pretty sexy because it's all in real time. So once you are platinum, in this case, we have a screenshot here. The left team is doing 2,744. There's also some banking, which adds to it. That means the left team is counted 4,500. The right team does 2,700. You know, without the banking, it wouldn't have been enough for 6,000. But with the banking, he is over 6,000. He is at 7,286. And he reaches the rank of platinum. And instantly, the donut shows you what are you missing for diamond.
Yep.
Then this is director, 12,000 credits in balance, left team 4,000, right team close to 7,000, 14,000 banking, adds up to 19,000, balance 2/3, okay, gives 13,000, which is counted, gives you a diamond, which is 20,604. It is not yet a director because it's only a diamond, but it's close to a director. It's only missing 1,100 in the weak leg. And so it moves on. I don't want to bore you with these things. It moves on with 24,000 for director, 48,000 for crown, 80,000 in balance for royal crown, and 130,000 in balance for black crown. Okay? And this is only 2 legs, where a third has to come from the weaker leg in total credits. Every customer credit, every multi-level customer credit, every partner credit counts. And if you are ECB and RCB qualified, it counts double. So you make it twice as fast. Really sexy. Good. Let's skip the trips here. That was the ambassador trip. And then we got the leader phase. What happens when you start to build multiple income centers? This is the sexy part. Now, what you can see here, this is what your structure looks like when you start the business and you just build 2 legs. You build the outside leg and you build the other outside leg, correct? Now, what you can see is that your spot number 2 and spot number 3, they are not highlighted yet. But what they do is they collect the banking by doing nothing. Now, what happens is now you are adding a right team to the left team. The moment you do that, you're picking up the banking on spot number 2. You make money on spot number 2 and line that last leg together with the other left leg helps you to balance out the strong leg on the other side. This is what happened to me, you know. I had 1 million in banking on the right. and I had a weaker leg on the left. And then I added a very strong leg on the inside, and it accommodated, it took away the banking, it paid everything that I had banked, and the check just skyrocketed through the roof. It was very interesting to see. And for president, you build 4 legs and you qualify all 3 income centers. Power of banking, again, this is your left team, your right team. Everything between 50-50 and 1/3 and 2/3 is paid because it's called balanced. And everything outside 1/3, 2/3 is banked. You have that, you got that, right?
Yes.
And it stays there forever and doesn't get flushed up to 1 million credits per income center. Income centers are always following the top spot. You don't have to do anything with them.
Okay.
Just let them collect banking and pick it up one day.
Yep.
It's very cool. It's super cool. Okay, so we know how banking works, so we don't need to go over this. You can see it in the presentation. Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually the best picture, you know. You see it here exactly. You have an outside leg and another outside leg. No inside leg on 2 and no inside leg on 3. So the 2 and the 3 collect the entire banking on whatever has been done on the left side, and the income center number 3 collects the banking on whatever has been done on the right side. And the moment you put a leg in X on the left and the right, you pick up the volume times 3 of what the new leg does. And this becomes very, very lucrative. Campaigns we got is the 200% ECB campaign. So usually an ultimate pack gives you 150 credits. With ECB, it's 300 credits. And with ECBX, like this month, it's 450 credits. So in order to become a diamond, with 12,000 credits, you only need 26 ultimate packs, 26 people to start with the ultimate pack in your entire organization, and you are a diamond. That's actually pretty sexy. Great.
Wow, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking
And
forward.
this was the end of that presentation, guys.